Welcome to Learning Module 3. In this module, we'll show you how to set permissions for users to view student timelines and requests, to create pulse surveys, and to have limited access if needed. Now that we've covered that, I want to take you through some of the permission settings. You'll see this link right here next to our users and groups. It's called permissions. And let's go back to that link. Now from this permissions page, you're going to be able to adjust which users can see students' timelines, receive requests to speak to an adult, and then who should have pulse creation access. So you'll notice here right now we have it set up to principals and school counselors, as well as system admin will see student timeline and requests, and also will receive those notifications to speak to an adult. Sometimes you'll want to create a custom group that will receive those requests to speak to an adult. So we may have a group in here called request responders. I can add them in to receive those requests and view the timeline. Creating pulse surveys. You'll notice I have custom groups here, principals and school counselors, a survey author. If I added teachers, then they can create surveys for their own students that are rostered to them. And then finally, this limited access, educators will not be allowed to see personal identifiable information. So I'm going to show you the difference of what that would look like if I put someone in limited access versus what I see right now as a system admin. So if I'm a system admin that sees the student timeline and requests, let me just click over to the Launchpad, and you'll notice, You'll notice on the Launchpad these cards here at the top. So I have the ability to create a student pulse. I have a students card, which lets me see all of the students that are enrolled or rostered over from the student information system. And then this request card, that would be any request to speak to adult would come through and pop up on here. Let me go back and show you what it looks like if I were to take away the timeline and requests for a system admin and limit access for me. Let me save that. And we're going to come back to our Launchpad. Let me refresh for you. Now you'll see there's only a create a pulse option because I'm a system admin. I can still create a student pulse, but I don't see the student timeline or the request to speak to an adult. Let's apply what we've learned. Go to your settings menu and click on permissions. Determine which groups should have access to student timelines and requests. You can also use custom groups for this. Then select which group should be able to create a pulse. Optionally, if you want to limit users' access to students' personal identifiable information, you can set that in permissions as well. Congratulations! Today you designated permissions for users to view student timelines and requests, as well as permissions to create pulses. Optionally, you may have limited user groups access to student personal identifiable information. If you still have questions about setting user permissions, you can submit a ticket to hello@kelvin.education or reach out to your Kelvin CSM for additional support.